the Character Options Dalek figure with mutant reveal 5-inch scale. The figure has a lovely bronze paint accented with gold and silver. Articulation in the head. The eye stalk moves up and down as a full 180-degree rotation of the head. The sucker can also be articulated, as well as the gun attachment. And on the bottom are 3 wheels.
Okay. So, enough of that. Sorry about the Dalek. Anyways, so, this figure, yes, this is the Dalek figure with mutant reveal. I believe this is the Series 1 2007 wave of Doctor Who figures, another 5-inch scale figure. And yes, actually, I was quite curious actually as to what the Daleks had on the bottom, but apparently it has 3 wheels. 2 which are connected onto one axle and they spin together, and then another one which actually swivels around. Kind of, I guess, how an actual Dalek would be, so you can front direct it, actually. Now, my only problem with this figure, actually, I love this figure, but my only problem with it is the articulation of the eye stalk, the plunger arm, and the gun arm. Now, the eye stalk, on the actual Daleks in the TV series, the eye stalk can actually pull down even further, so they can look down further on the ground in front of them, and this one actually only just goes straight that way. So it goes out to about 45 degrees, and then just straight. And I would prefer if it could also go further down, like they do in the show. But other than that, I'm quite happy with the eye stalk, actually. And other than that is also the plunger. The plunger doesn't telescope in or out at all, but it is articulated on a ball joint, which actually is much like the actual Dalek. Again, it is limited because of the slant and the sculpting, and the actual Dalek, I believe, the balls protrude further out in the actual Dalek prop in the TV show, so the plunger can only go so far. Then it's also made of a flexible plastic, so it also starts to bend. But other than that, it can only go down to about there. At least this is the furthest down the gun arm can go, and then of course it can go up. But that's a little bit disappointing to me. And then you open up the Dalek, you pull off the front part, and then you have the Dalek creature inside. Now, one thing that gets me with the Dalek creature inside is actually, in the episode Dalek, this front part also comes off. It comes down and then folds away. And I'm curious to know how Character Options scaled this down, actually, to fit here. I'd actually expect it to be a bit bigger, actually, and actually fit the Dalek creature up there, but then I can understand how they wouldn't be able to fit the head on and have to come up with a complex head joint. But, anyways, I'm actually quite happy with this, other than the little minor bits of articulation. What would be nice, though, is actually if the eye was either painted or if there were electronics to light up the Dalek with the lights on the head and the eye itself. They just painted it black. I think on newer versions, actually, which are being released, they actually do paint the center eyepiece blue, which actually I might do myself. Other than that, it's pretty nice, except for the base. The base, I always thought was a gray, and you probably can't see it very well in this video camera, but it isn't actually a dark gray or black, but it's actually a very deep green, and well, that was kind of interesting. It's on the show, I believe. I thought it was at least gray or black, but apparently it isn't. So, other than that, this is the Dalek figure from Character Options, and paint-wise, I give it a 9 out of 10, because there are some minor details with paint which could have been added, possibly. And sculpting-wise, I also give it a 9 out of 10, because of the minor issues with the eye stalk, the plunger, and the gun. But other than that, I'm going to enjoy this immensely. Exterminating my Cybermen and whatever other Doctor Who figures I happen to purchase later on. Well, thank you for watching.